Relay Michael Phelps will have the chance to reach beyond that record attained by Mark Spitz in the 1972 games in Munich. For 36 years, the undisputed icon of the sport. The seemingly untouchable standard in a single games. 7 gold medals, 7 world records. But now the greatest Olympic champion ever is 1 golden swim away from passing the man who for so long has stood alone. Here in Beijing, the perfect run has been nothing short of astonishing.
We mentioned that this race would set the table for Michael Phelps. Gold medal number 1 of these Beijing Games. He's done it! The U.S. has done it! He did it! Michael Phelps going to tie the greatest Olympic champions of all time. Career Olympic gold medal number 10 in his sights. He's going to stand alone in Olympic history. Yes! Perfect 5 for 5 in Beijing is Phelps. Is he going to make it a perfect 6 for 6? It appears the answer to that is yes. Here he comes. Phelps needs to get by Cabbage. Does he have enough in the tank? He gets it done again. He did it. He did it. He got it done again. Phelps at the end gets it done.
Now in his last race at these games, the modern-day phenom can finally make the greatest single games performance in Olympic history all his own. So Michael Phelps, 7 for 7 with gold medals at these Olympics. Waiting to see if he will stand alone in Olympic history and pass Mark Spitz.
Pearsall to lead it off for potential Olympic history for Phelps and the Americans.
Pearsall's in the middle of the pool. He'll have a great turn. World record holder, remember. Back-to-back gold medals. He always swims well in relays. All the Americans have had a historical tradition to swim very fast. You see, Pearsall, Stokel just needs to keep it close here. Keep it close. Don't let Pearsall get away from him.
Pearsall injured his elbow earlier in these games, going into the wall in the 100 back. Should not be affecting him right now. That's what the team coaches tell us, even though he was out-touched in the 200.
Well, when he won the gold, he was 52-54 on that leadoff leg. Let's check the clock and see how he does here.
All right, Pearsall looks like he's going to lead the way for the United States. And again, that critical leg here by Brendan Hansen in for the Americans.
Well, he was well off. His backstroke time, 53-1. A little over half a second slower than he was, but look at Brendan Hansen looking really nice early on. He's got about a half body length Ricard, but Ricard will be able to come back on him.
So Hansen maintains the lead that Pearsall gave him. Up there in lane 6 is Sludenov. Russia had the lead with Viachanan's great backstroke leg.
Well, you knew Kitajima was going to be in it right there, but Japan
just doesn't have the swimmers on the back end.
Yeah, they don't have the back end to be able to hang with the United States or Australia. And just like I said, here comes Ricard.
All right, here comes Hansen, and here comes Michael Phelps with a butterfly leg for the United States. Japan has the lead with Kitajima, not expected to hang on though. Phelps into the pool for potential Olympic history here.
Boy, that was a very fast start for Lauterstein with the yellow cap right above Phelps. He had a great start, and it was really close to my naked eye anyway to being a false start.
Look at that, 4 swimmers bunched up. Japan, U.S., Australia, and Russia from lanes 3 through 6. Australia has the lead. Lauterstein with a slight lead on Phelps. He comes out of the water last and bursts ahead of the field. Michael Phelps trying to give as much cushion for Jason Lezak as possible. Eamon Sullivan for Australia, upper right-hand corner. It is unfolding like we had thought. Lezak is going to try to hold off Sullivan here to put away the 8th gold for Phelps. Phelps is going to touch the wall just ahead of Japan, and in goes Lezak.
Wow, this is exactly what we thought. He has about it. Oh, he's looking good. 50.1 on Michael Phelps. He did his job. And here comes Sullivan starting to inch up slowly but surely. But Jason Lezak is in a great position now because he knows not to panic that first 50. Don't put too much on that first 50. Save it for this last 20-25 meters.
Just about 30 meters left for Lezak to give Phelps the greatest single performance in Olympic Games history. Lezak trying to hold off Eamon Sullivan above him. Lezak is going to break the world record. Trying to stay ahead of Sullivan. And Lezak, the hero in the 400 free relay, won't let Phelps down at all. History in Beijing for Michael Phelps. Move over, Mark Spitz. And in the 112-year history of the modern Olympic Games, more than 100,000 athletes have competed in summer and winter Olympic Games. Only one has won 8 gold medals in a single Olympics. That is called beating the odds. And that is the kind of feat. You never know when the next Michael Phelps will come around, but that is the kind of feat that just may never be surpassed. And certainly one of the greatest feats in sports history. "17 swims over the span of these games, 8 gold medals, 7 world records. The total now for Phelps, a mind-boggling 16 total, 14 of them gold.
Watch
Let's check out the
this
leg with
exchange
Phelps.
here. Here comes Brendan Hansen right there in the middle of the pool, and then Phelps is just about perfect on that takeoff right there. Actually a little slow. He wanted to make absolutely sure he was going to be safe going off 50.1. Unbelievable on that split for Michael Phelps. And once he gave the United States that lead, watch this final turn by Jason Lezak coming off that wall and knowing and feeling he's going to win the gold medal again for the United States.
Already,
And then he takes it to the wall to the finish.
already Rowdy becoming the oldest Olympic swimming gold medalist with a win in the 400 free. Another gold for 32-year-old Jason Lezak, who you pointed out earlier in these games before Beijing was really considered a little bit of a disappointment in Olympic swimming. But remember that chase down of Bernard that Michael Phelps cheered on in the 400 free. Lezak pulled it out, helped keep this streak alive for Phelps. Again, that was 8/100ths of a second in the 400 free relay. And then Phelps himself getting it down the 100 fly. His mom, let's listen to her as they come down the stretch. And almost in disbelief, Michael Phelps, and 8 gold medals in a single games, never ever done before, may never be done before, who knows. We've got plenty more to come here live from the Cube. We will hear from Michael Phelps. And the men's 100-meter track and field is some 15 minutes away, so much more to come here live from Beijing.